Welcome to my channel, a storybook treasure.
The Forgotten Heirloom. Nestled in the quiet town of Maplewood was a charming old bookstore called The Whistling Pages. It was a haven for book lovers, with its towering shelves and cozy reading nooks. The store was run by Mr. Hartley, a kind and elderly gentleman who had owned the store for over 40 years. One rainy afternoon, a young woman named Emma entered the Whistling Pages. Emma had recently moved to Maplewood and was on a quest to find a particular book that her grandmother had loved. She approached Mr. Hartley, who was arranging a new display near the entrance. "Excuse me, Mr. Hartley," Emma began. "I'm looking for an old book that my grandmother used to read to me. It's called The Enchanted Garden. Do you happen to have it?" Mr. Hartley paused, a thoughtful expression crossing his face. "Ah, The Enchanted Garden by Eleanor Fletcher. A rare gem indeed. Let me check in the back. Follow me." Emma followed Mr. Hartley through the labyrinth of bookshelves to a small, dimly lit room at the back of the store. The room was filled with dusty old tomes, each with its own story to tell. Mr. Hartley began searching through the shelves, humming softly to himself. After a few minutes, he pulled out a beautifully bound book with a faded cover. "Here it is," he said, handing the book to Emma. "This book has a fascinating history. It's been in my family for generations, passed down from one book lover to another." Emma carefully opened the book, marveling at the intricate illustrations and delicate pages. As she flipped through the book, a small piece of paper fell out and fluttered to the floor. She picked it up and unfolded it, revealing a handwritten note. "My dearest Emily," the note began, "if you are reading this, then you have found our family's greatest treasure. This book holds the secret to the Enchanted Garden, a place of wonder and magic. Follow the clues within these pages, and you will discover its hidden entrance. Love, Grandma." Emma's heart raced as she read the note. Could it be true? Had her grandmother really left her a clue to a magical garden? She looked up at Mr. Hartley, who was watching her with a knowing smile. "I think you have an adventure ahead of you," he said gently. "Your grandmother was a remarkable woman. She often spoke of the Enchanted Garden, though many believed it was just a story." Emma thanked Mr. Hartley and hurried home, clutching the book and the note tightly. She spent the next few days poring over the book, deciphering the clues and following the hints her grandmother had left. The journey led her through the town, to places she had never noticed before, each step bringing her closer to the mysterious garden. Finally, Emma stood before an old, ivy-covered gate at the edge of the town. The gate was hidden behind a thick curtain of vines, and she might have missed it entirely if not for the final clue in the book. With a deep breath, she pushed the gate open and stepped inside. What she saw took her breath away. The Enchanted Garden was more beautiful than she could have ever imagined. Flowers of every color bloomed in abundance, their fragrance filling the air. A crystal-clear stream wound its way through the garden, and birds sang melodious tunes from the treetops. In the center of the garden stood a majestic oak tree, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. Emma approached the tree and found a small plaque at its base. The plaque read, "In memory of Eleanor Fletcher, who believed in magic and passed it on to her granddaughter." Tears filled Emma's eyes as she realized the true gift her grandmother had left her. It wasn't just the garden, but the belief in magic, wonder, and the beauty of the world around her. She spent the rest of the afternoon exploring the garden, feeling closer to her grandmother with each step. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the garden, Emma knew she had found something truly special. The Enchanted Garden was a place of peace, joy, and endless possibilities, a reminder that magic existed, even in the smallest corners of the world. And so, Emma became the keeper of the Enchanted Garden, sharing its wonders with those who believed in the extraordinary. The Whistling Pages bookstore continued to thrive, its shelves filled with stories waiting to be discovered, each one a gateway to a new adventure. And every now and then, a visitor would find a clue within its pages, leading them to the hidden magic that lay just beyond the town of Maplewood.